Welcome back to Grand Tactician, the Civil War. This is our Confederate States of America campaign, the CSA campaign that started in February 1861. It's now July the 13th, 1862, and we're about to fight a huge battle in Missouri. Another huge battle in Missouri, the Battle of Lebanon. If you missed the previous episodes, or even just the last episode, I'll put a pinned comment in the comments with a link to the playlist so you can go back and watch where you're up to. Basically, we've got Beauregard's army of the Trans-Mississippi facing Harney and his Department of the West. Now, it says on here he's got 28,000 men, 43 guns. It's not true. He's got way more men than that. So if we have a look on here, we're starting on minor defeat for some reason. I don't know why. Morale-wise, we're both pretty even. 72 for us, 71.8 for the Federal, so almost the same. But if you have a look there, it says enemy casualties, 76,000 out of 76,000. So he's going to have about 76,000 on the field. Our own numbers at the moment are 35,500. Even though we were supposed to be starting with 3 corps on the field, we have only started with Price's corps. And that's okay. So anyway, we'll come off here a minute. We'll come off the HQ view. I've set this up ready to go. We've got a decent defensive position here on a nice little hill just beyond Terrell Creek and Wilson's Creek on our right flank. So I suspect the Union are starting up here on the Wire Road. Again, we fought on this battlefield before, but last time we fought over here, we absolutely annihilated the Union army here last time. So this time we're going to fight over here, and it's possible that he's going to press down this kind of eastern flank of Wilson's Creek and press on these crossings here, which is why I've guarded them. Just lightly guarded. We've got a brigade here with some parapets, another brigade with some parapets. We've got a small artillery battery, literally just 8 guns, 8 Jameses, just here. But they can cover this direction, or we can turn them and cover to the east, whichever needs be. I've got our cavalry under steel spread out in the rear here, so they can fill in any gaps as required. Now, Price's army, well, it's a corps. It's called the Army of the West, the Western Army. But anyway, it's a corps. Are spread out into 4 divisions, 3 infantry divisions, 1 artillery division, and then we've got the cavalry division in reserve. But anyway, so we've got Frost's division covering this right flank. They're covering these crossings. Anderson is either going to help cover this section, or he can help out with crossings on Wilson's Creek. So we'll see how that goes. We've got Walker's division, Armistead, Edward Johnston, McCulloch, and Wheaton. Is it Wheaton? Wharton? Wheaton? Can't remember. Oh, Wharton, yeah. He did a good job in the last battle, actually. So we've got them. They're covering this right flank. In the centre, we've got the artillery under Hindman. 53 guns. Decent guns as well. Howitzers, well, they're not amazing. Napoleons, rifles, and more Napoleons. So this is a decent battery that should be able to dominate this central region. I've moved Wheaton this way without parapets or anything like that, so he could cover the artillery in case we need to pull them back at all if they push through the centre. Then we've got on the left flank, McCulloch's division. So that's 4 brigades in these breastworks, basically. And we're covering this. I've moved skirmishers forward onto the creek, so they'll slow down any advance and give us a chance to see what's what. I've set up defences. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how it is. I didn't have enough men to man our left flank. If need be, Evans's cavalry can bomb into here, as can Fields. They're quite mobile, so obviously they can get in there nice and quick if we see the enemy coming up our left flank. But we should have reinforcements arrive in any moment, really. So if we have a look at the order of battle, it should tell us when they're coming. 4 hours, obviously, which is it's bollocks because they should be on the field. It said 0 hours on the tooltip when we started, but it rips you like this all the time. 6 hours for Smith's Reserve Corps, and Pillow 3 hours. So yeah, we're going to be waiting at least 3 hours, 3-4 hours for our reserves. But once they get here, we'll file them in wherever we can, and we'll see how this goes. So without further waffling, let's press play and see how this goes. Just before I do, actually, the objective is here, just in case you were wondering. But here we go. It's 13:30, so we should see action today, I would think. Hindman's gunners, as you can see, got a nice clear range of fire, and I'm hoping that they don't just rush over here and take the central area. If they do, like I say, we can move Wharton in there to block that. We can bring Field forward. We can even bring Griffiths forward here as well, if required. And of course, we've got this line of skirmishers here. So let's just see how that goes. What else I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to send some skirmishers from stand... Is it Wadi? I never know how you say that name. I would say Waity or something, but I think it's Wadi or Wadi or something like that. Like he's a Native American commander, which is pretty cool. I guess he would never have been in charge of an infantry brigade in real life. I think he was in charge of just native contingents of cavalry, I want to say. Well, I don't know, actually. I could be wrong, but anyway, I'm going to send his skirmishers out either way. Not exactly to fight or anything, just to kind of scout and see if anyone comes from along this side of the river. Our right flank troops are our worst armed troops, mixed muskets here and Springfields for Wadi. Should I call him Wadi? I think Wadi until someone corrects me. I mean, I don't know. The rest of the... Oh, Armistad's got a stat. A stat? A perk. Engineering? Nah. Sharpshooters? Accuracy plus 10%. Engage enemies at long range. Zouave. Fast movement on the battlefield. Level up by fighting prone. Nah, I don't think so. Skirmishers. Plus 10% concealment. Nah. Better charge. No. Deadly volley. Resistance to high momentary casualties plus 50%. Volley strength plus 5%. Level up with short range engagements. Oh. Yeah. Or iron discipline. Someone else got iron discipline. That was pretty good. Let's go sharpshooters. I like to engage at long range anyway. So I might give these guys long range orders actually, which could be handy. I would think our reinforcements are going to come in from the south. I think it does actually tell you. Let's just take a quick look at that. Arriving from Fayetteville. Smith is arriving from Little York South. And Pillow from Fayetteville as well. Does it tell us which one it is? Not sure. I wondered if we double-clicked it, maybe if it told us. Maybe it's from here. Surely not. I don't know. I'd like it if it wasn't from here. It'd be better if they arrived from here. Which is where they should be arriving from, since they all came from the south. Our whole force came from the south. I'm just going to speed this up a little bit. A worst-case scenario would, of course, be if the Union moves down this way and attacks here in full force across Wilson's Creek. I mean, it's probably still be all right, but we'd have to shift, obviously, our guys across and form a new defensive line. This is using the brand new beta patch, so it's 1.0627. So maybe we'll see some improvements in the AI. I don't think it was one of the things mentioned in the patch notes, but the AI seems a little bit more switched on the campaign map, I thought. Hopefully not too switched on. Can't see anybody just yet. Don't want to send too many troops out looking. We'll see. I mean, we'll be able to halt their initial attack with these 3 brigades anyway. Well, we should be able to. It should give us enough time to move at least Walker across, which is another whole division. I might move Armistead's skirmishers forward just to here. Might give us a better view of what's going on. Edward Johnson's brigade almost had a perk as well. We're not spotting any of the telltale movement signs. There's no dust clouds that I can see. But as always, we aren't in a hurry here. We're waiting for our men to come. Waiting for our reserves. Oh, and there we are. He is coming from this way, so yeah. Is his whole force coming from this side? That's the question. Is it just a cavalry probe? No, there's infantry there as well. We should have known. We should have known. Do I move all our guys across there? I think I'm going to move McCulloch's guys over. Let's get McCulloch over this way and see what's what. I mean, I don't want to move all our men and then see he's also coming down this way. We'll find out. It's these guys' first battle. Not them. Maybe just these. slow this down. Someone's arrived. Pillow arrives. Alright, so Pillow's arrived from down here. We'll set Pillow up and then we'll bring him in and get his men in position. Pillow's guys also not armed that well. We're kind of short on weapons. And of course, we can't get a very good shot here with the artillery. As usual. At least his men are going to be tired and disorganized, I would think, by coming this way. Through the woods and stuff, you know. It's not going to be a good thing. But if I was him, if I was attacking here, I would probably send a small force to pin some of my troops to Wilson's Creek, while the majority of my force smashed the main area, probably from this flank. However, that could even be a mistake. It probably is a mistake. This is a decent defensive position. It's going to be a tough one for him to crack, I think, but it looks like he's actually coming down in force. What I'll probably do, I'll pull these guys out of here because I don't want them being the focal point of the defense with it being their first battle. Yeah, I think he's coming down this way in force. I'm keeping these guys here as long as possible, but we'll pull them back. Don't want to get annihilated. Get some skirmishers in place. The brigade's on the move now. Okay, let's just slow this down. Pillows arrived properly. Let's get them formed up here. And then we can disperse them as we please. I'm still keeping half an eye on this. So again, a lot of Pillow's men, it's their first combat. So we've got to be wary. Not all of them. Armstrong's brigade have seen combat. I'm not sure where, but they have apparently. So if we have time, we're going to switch these guys out. It's not their first battle, but they've only got mixed muskets, so I mean, it's not going to be the best for firing. He's actually going to have a decent firing position here on top of this hill. It's going to be a bit of a problem. Let's see how it works out. Do we think it's time to move the guns? I think it is. I'm going to limber them up. And I'm going to maybe form them here and see what kind of shot we can get. But probably not a good one. Let's find out. It does leave this area exposed, but I want to keep Walker in position here. Hindman's going to move across. Actually, let's bring Wharton onto this fence. He's still forming his men up. That's fine. I wonder what kind of guns they've got. And we've got plenty of time here. There's no real rush. We're not seeing any move. Oh, there's some movement here, so we've got to keep an eye. Is that Meade? George Meade with a cavalry brigade. Cool. Let's see what they do. Are they going to cross here? Cheatham arrives. Okay. Another 14,000 men. We're going to move them up here. Obviously, I'm not going to leave them here. We're going to form them off into place. But we also need to be watchful of this, of course, because if they cross here, they're going to press down here. I mean, this could well be a really tough battle, actually. I hope it is. But we'll get some of Cheatham's guns in here. If they do come that way. And Cheatham's men can take this defensive area. It's going to be a bit messy until we get things sorted out. Yeah, so they're crossing here. Or skirmishers are going to give them some fire. I mean, they're not going to stop them, obviously. I'm going to bring forward some of our skirmishers to here, onto this fence. Hopefully, we'll be able to slow down the advance of the enemy. Give it a bit of fire as they're pulling back. Obviously, trying to cover the retreat. Not entirely sure what these guys are doing. Looks like they're glitching, swimming maybe. See if we can give them another couple of shots. Yep, I don't know. Pulling up this side of the creek. Might as well keep Armistead firing. Quite a few of our guys have got perks here. Oh. He brought some of his guns over the river. More cav. He's pressing up here in some numbers now. We can see the more men crossing. Keep it slow. We've got movement here as well. I'm going to pull him back out of there. And we're going to put in Wheat's brigade. So we're going to detach these guns. And we're still giving fire up here. Nice if Edward Johnson's men did what I told them to. But that kind of thing is quite often too much to ask. Cheetah's men still marching in, they're tired. And I don't know how they're tired, they've barely done anything. Yeah, here they come. Actually, I think we'll pull those infantry out, the skirmishers. Let's pull them back. Not really understanding why Johnston's men are not following my orders at all. But like I say, it's nothing new in this game. Quite a heavy bit of skirmishing going on here. much of why Evander McNair's brigade is very tired. March from there to there. But, never mind. Let's see what... Oh, they get an alright shot. Well, not amazing, but better than I expected. Okay, so Wheat's guys are in there. Wharton's up on the fence. Jones is just behind them. We can plug a gap there if need be. More guns in support. Get a nice shot over the top of them. Let's see how this goes. Let's see what the AI's got to offer here. Miss Smith arrives as well. Excellent. I don't understand why these guys aren't... Oh, they're doing this one. Well, okay. Move them here and then hopefully we'll move them up a little. Armistead low on ammunition. Yeah, okay. Now, why on earth would he be coming from here? So we've got 10,000 men isolated over this side. I mean, we could press on here, but that's not... We haven't got enough men here, and they've only got 15 guns. So I want to just bring them in, but they're going to be absolutely exhausted by the time they get here, I would think. No... Why can't he fire here? Like, this is not blocking him. Unbelievable, really. I mean, it's so annoying, the firing arcs. Not really realistic at all. Well, he can fire all over the place, so... Well. Here they come. So they're angling over this way. Let's see how this goes. The skirmishers here have done a nice job of holding up this advance. They've killed 900 people. I'm going to pull Armistead's skirmishers back now because they are knackered and almost out of ammunition. Back you come, lads. That's better, so we can get a bit of more shot on here. I'm not sure if they can cross here. If they can, we could be in bother, so that's why I'm moving these guys over. They'll be wrecked by the time they get there, but hopefully they'll recover before the enemy arrive. We'll see. Get them down here on the road, nice and quick, hopefully. I'm going to double time them. They will be knackered, but we're nearly at the end of the day anyway. What time is it? It's almost 8 o'clock, so they've got an hour to get themselves down here. And then we can reform in the morning, ready for battle. I mean, we've got a lot of men in this small area. Right, they can't get any sort of shot off from there when I've moved them. Ridiculous. I'm not being impressed with Everett Johnson's skirmishers here. They just will not move into position like I've told them to. Maybe start firing? Maybe getting some cover? No? Yeah, this is a large force gathering. So maybe this is a diversionary attack on the right. They've lost 1,300 men already from the skirmishing fight over the crossing. We will have to pull the skirmishers out soon. They're starting to lose quite a lot of men. Armistead's men almost back. Oh! Yep. So they are pressing over this way. Glad I moved those guys over, but there's guns right on them as well. Skirmishers out, please. Give them fire. End of the day. Okay. Morale's intact. The army supply situation is acceptable. Supply trains reached almost all of the units and the supply level is 55 out of 100. You'll find details in the consolidated report. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Smith's men. Oh, they still haven't. We can't deploy them here, which is, you know, bullshit. Let's get them in marching columns. Let's get them down here as soon as we can. I'm going to pop up some breastworks here, actually, for these guys. Alright, I think that should do it. And some works just here, just to cover this flank. It's looking messy, but, I mean, I'm not bothered what it looks like. Can't get very good shots off with these guns. I can't really put them anywhere. Well, I don't know. Maybe I can. Not great. Actually, that's a little bit better. We get a little arc here and a little arc there. Let's see how that goes. But actually, are they blocking him then? A little. Damn it. Okay, so the overall view is... it's quite messy, basically. It's quite messy here. I'm going to scatter a little bit. We've got defensive lines set up. I think maybe I'm going to pop another bit of parapet here. Yeah, okay. Actually, Wharton skirmishers are nearly done. I'm going to pull them out. We'll pull them straight back in. Johnson skirmishers. I'm going to pull them back in as well. Maybe we'll send them back out, but they'll be fully armed then if we do. So the problem is if they push hard here and push hard here, that's where the issues are going to come. Well, we've got Macintosh in reserve. We've got guns here. Can't get much of a shot. Didn't really improve if we move them anywhere. I can't really do anything with those guns, which is a shame. Alright, that's not bad actually. Then we've got Clark here behind. We can put Clark's skirmishers out to give a bit of cover to the guns in case somebody comes forward. Little, Parsons, and Brian are watching this left flank. We're going to have Smith come marching down here and take up a position here. That way we can use him for whatever we need to use him for. Let's go. So numbers are not as bad as I first thought they would be. 67,500 for us, 76,000 for him remain. He's almost lost 2,000 men, of course. Let's see him press his attack. Come on. I'm just putting forward a couple more skirmisher units just to, you know, harass the enemy. Now, Lucius Polk, for some reason, can't get a shot off here. I don't understand. Surely these guys are not blocking him. He is up on a mountain. And this is the skirmisher unit in front of him. Come on. Not sure why he's here. Let's get his skirmishers back in. artillery fire from this battery. What if we send these over? Can they just march over the creek? Not really. Well, that's okay though, because if we can get them over here, we can hopefully give them some harassing fire. I don't want them going there. I mean, why would they go there? It's ×2 this. Okay, here they come. Looks like Clanton and Armstrong are going to bear the first attack. Oh yeah, here they're coming in force. Right, okay. Let's get those skirmishers out of there. Oh, perk for Clark as well. Give him iron discipline. Perk for Little. Sharpshooters. Cool. Parsons hasn't got one. Brian. Oh, he's got one as well. Awesome. Let's go with what's Ace of Spades. Level up from fighting behind cover. Yeah, let's go ahead with that one. I'm a little worried by these guns being out here. And I'm even more worried that Smith has not yet arrived. We haven't got enough men really to hit these guys in the flank with Smith's force. He's only got 10,500. I don't want them exposed here by themselves, and I don't know. Let's see if they come in contact as they march. Oh. Yeah. Okay, let's go. What happened to this attack? Did I miss something? I'm going to pull those skirmishers back in. They've got no chance there, basically. Our guns are firing. I'm not sure what they're firing at. Doesn't seem like they're in the arc, but I don't know. The skirmishers here still slowing down the advance, which is nice. Obviously, it's giving us a bit of time to get our men in place. Giving Smith time to get down here. Where is he? The poor weapons over here is definitely making a difference. Like, we are getting a shot on those guys, but you know, how much damage is that causing? I'm not sure. Ooh, let's get Armstad's men out of there if they can. Come on, boys. Good job. Let's pull out. Maybe they can't. They're quite trapped there. Yeah, there they go. Come on. Pull out. Good job, lads. Low ammunition for Jones' skirmishers. They've also done a good job of slowing this down here. I'm going to pull Jones over towards the right a little so he's a little closer. Maybe we can pull them out and then bring them back in. Can't get a shot with the guns. Let's see what happens if I move him up. Give some fire to their flank. They've lost 1,000 men. They're still fighting. This is a long, hard battle. It's going to get even worse. So here comes the main attack. Right, hang on. I'm going to slow this down. Right, so Smith's men are strung out all over the place and exhausted, and you know, I mean, how hard can it be to march down this road? Taking fire. Oh, God, losses for the guns. I mean, seriously? Just get a move on. I mean, they've lost 1,300 men and only just flashing. That's the kind of thing that happens on this game when you play it on the higher difficulty levels. Yeah, finally broken. Alright, so I want to pull these guys back into cover. So again, the problem we're going to have here is ammunition. Let's see if I move these Napoleons over here and unlimit them. Maybe we can get a shot on over the defenses. Yep, so we've got a lengthy battle on the go here, and it's nowhere near over. These huge battles in the Western Theatre have been quite interesting. Right, skirmishers out. Right, so we sent those skirmishers packing. Nice. And of course, casualties to Shank's brigade. I'm going to send this cavalry out to see if we can take out those guns. But these guys are absolutely done in. Smith's Corps. So we're going to let them form up here and we'll give them a little rest before we do anything else with them. So I mean, as always, this is a slow, methodical fight. This is how I like to fight, really. I mean, it's all good for me. It's pushing again. If this was a different game, I would charge these guys in, but I've got no faith at all that this is that the cavalry charge would do any good. It's just not that kind of game, this. Or should we try it? Should we try it and see what happens? Come on, Evans. Don't let me down. Take him out. In you get, Evans. Come on. There's 2,500 of you nearly. No. Well, I mean, they've taken them out, but didn't even break them. Slow it down. Leadbetters, guys. I'm going to pull their skirmishers back. I'm sending a detachment of Evans's men to capture the guns there. So it's another bloodbath battle here, really. Ooh, skirmishers routed. Here comes a push in force. They're still exhausted, these guys. They're not going to be much use at all. Oh, what happened here? How are these guys broken? Just like that. Didn't fancy taking part anymore. What the actual hell? So we've actually managed to set up these howitzers on this flank with the cavalry in support. Alright. But this is actually a crisis point here. I can't believe these guys are broken with 200 casualties. What the hell happened there? Okay, now let's get into these positions, please. As ordered. Right, we're going to switch Jones. Actually, we're going to switch these guns, which, I mean, I don't think there's actually any point. I'm just going to detach him first, and then we're going to push the other guns. I'm going to bring them up here, see if they can do anything. Come on, Armstead, hold solid. Push those guys back. So, like, that's what I mean. Their men are suffering, like, 700 casualties there, 1,000 there, and our men have lost a couple of hundred, and they flee from the field. So those guns aren't doing very well. That's alright, they're drawing fire. That's absolutely fine. Whoa, what are they doing? Why are they doing that? What is he doing? What's McIntosh doing? Get in this bloody cover. Okay, Jones is going to have to come over here. Okay, I'm bringing these guns to this side to see if they can get a shot off here. I don't think we need them facing this way. They can't see anything anyway. And I think this is just a diversion, which was actually quite nicely done from the AI. Tied up quite a bunch of my men. McIntosh, I don't understand why he went forward like that. I don't understand why he's not back in here into the defenses, but you know, let's just get it done. Barksdale hasn't even arrived yet. Jesus, come on. Still exhausted. Yeah, they can't get a shot over there. Right, come on, McIntosh. Let's get back into this cover. Armistead's boys doing a really good job holding the line here, but they are obviously suffering casualties and taking a morale hit. That's them broken. Nice. Evans losing men. Oh, is that a little detachment? Oh yeah, they're done. Yeah, well, I mean, they were always going to lose men there. But they did their job, actually. That's all I wanted from them, really, to draw that artillery fire for a little while. We're going to pull this carve back. Because they only went out there, really, to take out some of the guns. Oh. Broken skirmishers. Alright, that's fine. Hey, come on, McIntosh, get yourself in there. Ripley's guns, I think they've done quite a good job here holding the line, blasting into them. Let's have a look at the casualty numbers. Crazy again, 7,000 for the Union, 1,500 for us. Coming forward again. Dismount Field. I'm going to bring him into the fight with the Springfield Musketoons right on this guy's flank. Well, actually, the guns are blasting into him, so maybe we'll just end up blocking that. So maybe we'll wait a moment. Got plenty of reserves still coming forward. I mean, they have 78,000 in the field, but they have lost 10% of their force. Well, 9% I say, but near enough. Wheat's Brigade doing a decent job here with their Lawrence rifles. I'm tempted to make a little counter push here. We've got Pillows, a couple of brigades, Armstrong and Clanton. They could maybe push over here and do something. Maybe not. Another brigade coming forward. That's our Cav pulling out. How are these guys doing over here, the infantry? Very tired. Exhausted. Barksdale still hasn't arrived. We're going to have to switch Armistead out sooner rather than later. He's starting to run low on ammunition. I think I'm going to put Jones in there with his Arkansas State troops when they arrive. Wharton is here. I don't think we need him here, actually. I'm going to pull him across to this side. We have got Cummings in reserve here, so he can always plug a gap if need be. I don't think we need him there. Anderson's still Unstable. Does that mean they're back in the fight now? I don't think so. I'm going to bring Griffiths over here, and I might bring him down with his Burnside carbines, and we're going to slam them in the flank. But yes, this is another very, very grim battle in Missouri. Guns have got range and arc. That's excellent. Armistead low on ammunition. Yeah, we knew you would be. That's alright. And just in time, we've got Field arriving. Jones arriving. We have now lost 1,000 men. I'm going to pull them out. I'm hopeful these guns are going to make a lot of difference over here. Or at least a little difference. Hey, come on, get in there, Jones. Yeah, Armstead's... They've had a hard fight. Done a good job, though. Fresh troops in. That's nice to see. Well done. Nice switch out. 1,000 casualties for those guys. Okay. So we moved these dudes here for a reason, and I'm going to bring them on the flank. And Field's going to go forward. They're dismounted. Oh yeah, that's nice. Burnside carbines into the flank. Come on. Gonna give them iron discipline. I like that one. So this rapid fire from the carbine should be doing a good job, but I mean they are losing a lot of men actually, and they haven't got the resilience to fight long term. Pull them out. Good job. Opens up the flank. Excellent. These guns have made a lot of difference, I think, deploying them here. Very pleasing. I feel like this battle's on the turn. Well, I mean, casualty-wise, it's been on the turn for a while, but on the turn in the sense that they are going to pull out soon. And it's going to be another victory in Missouri. No. Just no. I thought they might be able to cross this creek, but they can't. I'm going to try and press on the flank with Evans's brigade while we push forward with Clark as well. It's not even lunchtime. It's only 11:48. Griffith's guys are nervous. Not sure why they lost 80 men, but you know, that's the way of it sometimes. Wooford's battalion doing a good job there. Are they pulling out? I feel like there's less pressure, that's for sure. We've got troops moving along this side, but we are defended here. And of course we've got... Ah, these guys are ready now as well. Laws. Winded still. Tired. Well, only Laws ready. But if we can get Evans in here in time and push on his rear, hopefully that'll make that 2nd Brigade go away. No, 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 no. No. What do you think you're doing? What are they doing? Some rapid carbine fire into the rear. If you fancy it. Get in there nice and close. That's it. See you guys later. Jones holding up alright. Plenty of ammunition still. Are they going to push again? It does look like it. Armistead's men. Oh, they're really taking a hit, those guys. But we have got Wharton's veterans as well ready. They can go in here if need be. They're on 11,000 casualties. We're on almost 4,000. Well, 3,500. I'm trying to understand why this artillery battery decided to pull forward. And I don't understand why they would do such a thing. Right, Ripley. Get this cavalry blasted in the face. The casualties are littering the ground here. The Union are kind of stalled and not able to press the attack. $12,000 for him now. Ammunition still looking okay for Jones and McIntosh. See if we can't send this cavalry brigade packing. Quite sure why they didn't get that close to them, but you know. They're pulling out. They've had enough. Not surprised with 13,000 casualties. I think an important movement was to bring these guns back over onto this central area, because these 50 cannons obviously made a lot of difference to this. I should have moved them over there sooner, really, because they were pointing at nothing. Yep, excellent. Just sending our cav after these guys, see if we can take out some of their guns. Yeah, withdrawing. All right. I kind of don't want to press too much with the cav because I don't want to lose men in this pursuit, really, because we haven't got the men to lose. If we're being perfectly honest. I mean, I don't mind losing a few, obviously, but I don't want broken brigades or anything like that. Oh, I never said charge. Never said charge, but no, it's done alright, actually. But get out of there now. Still only a minor victory. We killed 14,000 of them. I think we needed 23% to make it a major victory. The fence is getting in the way. We haven't had the official withdrawing notification, but they're clearly withdrawn. There you go. Really? They broke? Oh, they reformed again. Pretty poor. And now they're broken again. Not impressed with Griffith's performance here. I don't know if it's something to do with him, but this was a nice victory. It was a long, long slog, this battle. Minor Confederate victory. Again, it's just minor, but I mean, that was an absolute pasting for the Union. 14,000 casualties total. They've got 95 guns. 11,000 infantry, 2,500 cavalry. They should have pressed more, but you know, that was fine. You're not going to hear me complaining about that. This was a nice, long, bloody battle. The best kind. However, a battle of this scale with the casualties they had, I would not consider a minor victory. I would say this was a major victory. Another major victory right here in Missouri. Another bloodbath for the Union. Colonel Anderson has fallen into disgrace. Oh, that was that infantry brigade who broke after suffering 200 casualties. That was pretty bad. We'll replace him. The Department of the West fleeing in panic. The Battle of Lebanon has ended with the Department of the West retreating in panic. My command has earned total victory with enemy army running for their lives. The enemy has reportedly suffered casualties of 13,971. 1,898 killed, 933 captured. Morale is believed to be confident. We lost 3,500 men, 500 killed, 580 missing, rest wounded. Morale's eager, supply situation critical. We captured almost 8,000 rifles and 52 guns. No doubt all garbage. Alright, so let's have a quick look at the tactical situation just before we knock this episode on the head. So we give him another paste in here. We are on the offensive into Illinois. We want to capture Cairo. And that is precisely what we're working on. The Army of the Mississippi is going to press in. So Van Dorn's Corps, we want to swing around. And Donaldson and Zollicoffer are going to attack pretty much head on. Let's have a quick look at their weapons. I mean, I know Zollicoffer's guys were pretty poorly armed. All muskets and mixed muskets. Let's see if we captured any decent weapons. Just before we... well, we've only got 2,000 Springfields. We didn't have that before. Some Hall rifles. I think we must have captured them as well. Other than that, there's not really much here. We can give out some Augustin rifles. Let's do that. So at least somebody's got rifles in this army. Corps even. Yeah, we won't be able to give anything else out. Donaldson. Yeah, they're not very well armed either. So these are newly raised troops mostly that haven't really had combat experience and they're pretty poorly armed. But, you know, we can't wait around forever for weapons. We'll just have to do what we've got to do. The Trans-Mississippi Army is doing nearly all our fighting, which is obviously crazy, really. Price, even more famous than he was. McCulloch, a hero. Walker looking good and a hero as well. Steele, just the same. Heinemann, same. Frost, same. Armstrong. He wasn't a disgraced one, it was someone else, I think. Breckenridge, don't care. I mean, these guys didn't even fight, actually. Or hardly fought, anyway. Armistead's boys did a really good job. Let's have a look at him, actually. He's looking good. We'll give him the bump up to Brigadier. he lost a bit of fame, but he still looks good though. I mean, lost a few little bits and pieces, but that's all right. We'll give him a division at some point soon. Wharton done a good job as well. He's due a bump soon. Edward Johnson, did all right. Well, actually, he's looking really good actually. So he's due a bump as well. Who was the guy who fled? I can't remember. I'm not sure. Was it? Oh, Anderson. That's it. That's right, Anderson. Obviously, we've got nobody to replace him with. Ooh. Helm? Yeah. Okay. Helm. There you are. Helm's Brigade. All right, then. So, in terms of overall battles and things, I mean, this is what we're doing. We're struggling with our financial ratings down to BBB minus. National morale is also on a plummet, but I think it's kind of holding solid. Union morale is low at 39. We're doing all right. We're doing all right on the whole. Not a lot happening in Virginia. Not a lot happening anywhere except where we are on the offensive. So the next part of the plan is to push on Cairo. And once that's done, these guys are going to start advancing up the river towards St. Louis. And these guys are going to start advancing up towards Rolla and towards St. Louis. So it's going to be a two-pronged assault on St. Louis. And I feel like if we manage to capture St. Louis with this operation, this joint operation between the Trans-Mississippi Department and the Army of the Mississippi, that will put us in really good stead for winning the war, basically. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope you enjoyed the battle. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments. Leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Hope you're having a great day, whatever you're doing. I'll catch you later and hopefully see you in the next one. Ta-ra for now.